Hey, beauties, and welcome back to the Not Just Another Mom podcast. I am your host, Leslie, and I am so excited that you are here with me this week. So let's roll that intro. Hey, beautiful. Welcome to the Not Just Another Mom podcast. It's time to take that mom hat off because this is after hours and you're off the clock. This podcast is here to help you know your worth because, damn girl, you are a goddess who deserves to live the life of your dreams. I am your host, Leslie Sprague, and we talk everything from manifesting to motherhood. And yes, those little monkeys will creep in here or there. We talk about spirituality to girl talk with your besties, and from business to finding that balance in life. I am here to remind you that you are worth it. Life gets to be easy for you, and your dreams really can come true. So grab your favorite glass of wine or craft beer or whiskey and diet, and let's get this show on the road. Shoot, I hit the button. I'm still learning how to use this new system, and you probably didn't even notice, but at the end there, I hit that button right again and was about to start the intro again. I forgot if it like restarted automatically or if I had to hit it to end it. You know what I mean? So, always fun learning new technology, but I am having so much fun with this new software that I've been using to record these episodes, you guys. It allows me so much more creative fun. And if you're watching me on YouTube, like this fun little underlay or overlay, whatever you call it. Okay, guys, let's dive into this week's topic because it is a juicy one. And I think it's a lot of times what people miss inside their business and their journey and the work with their energies. So when we find I find that we talk a lot about getting grounded in your energy and connecting to the earth. And then we also talk a lot about being caught up in the mind. But do you ever have those moments where like you feel like you quote unquote should do something? You know, I should do my marketing this way. I should follow this strategy, but there is something in you that is saying no. No, 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 no. And then there are times when we just ignore that no sound. That's your intuition coming from us. The missing piece for a lot of entrepreneurs is the connection to their body. We get so caught up on generating for the future or worrying about the past or it's the being in this present moment. And when you are in this present moment, you feel your connection to your body. You feel the rise and fall of your chest. And before I got on to record this podcast, I was inundated with so many fun ideas and things that I want to bring to my business. And I was going through and realizing that I needed to update some things on my website. And I was getting caught, like, I have all these homework things that I have to do to like deepen my understanding and my personal development. And like you get caught up in these moments where you're like, holy crap, tapping into the overwhelm. The piece that is missing is the connection to your body. the connection to your feelings and your heart. Because when we connect and go from that place, that is your divine path. That is your alignment because your heart is leading the way. So, before we go any further into this, let's take a moment and I want you to just take a quick check in with yourself. If you're driving, this is okay to do while you're driving. It's just a fun little exercise to help you connect into your body and feel what it feels like to actually be there. So, taking a moment to connect to your body, notice how your body's feeling right now. Perhaps it's buzzing with excitement because you've got lots of amazing things going on. Perhaps it is going um you're stuck. You're feeling in overwhelm. There's so many different perhaps you're noticing some tension. Perhaps you see a color, perhaps you feel something, perhaps you feel anger, sadness, or you can even go the other way, joy, happiness. Just take a moment and notice how your body's feeling and trust. I'm saying this like in bold letters, underlining it. Trust that what comes up for you is exactly what is meant to, even if it doesn't make sense. Okay. So just allowing yourself to connect to your body. For me, if you're driving, don't do this. But for me, it always helps a little bit to connect to my body with my eyes closed and then connect to your breath. Feeling the rise and fall of your chest. Inhale, exhale. Feeling yourself settling in. Noticing any tension with each breath begins to dissipate. If you're being drawn to some tension in your body, notice the energy shifting. So send your inhale breath, take a deep breath in, visualizing the energy going to that spot of tension or your breath going to that spot of tension, and then exhaling that tension out. So taking the tension with you as you exhale and letting that tension go from your body. You might need to do that a couple times to actually let it go. But just allowing yourself to be present. Continuing to do exaggerated breaths, maybe a bit bigger than you're used to. Notice how you feel in this moment. Notice how you feel now. For me, I feel more centered, calm, and clear. The excitement is still there and still buzzing, but the to-do list doesn't feel as overwhelming. Leave me a note in the comments below if you also resonate with this, but I just feel calmer, clearer, focused. Now, I want you to think about one of these things that you think you should be doing inside your business. One of the ways that somebody has told you to do something in order to move your business forward, for example. Or maybe it's something that you think you should be doing, but it's not actually meant for you. Now take a moment, think about how that situation feels for you right now. And then from there, what do you know to be true in your heart instead? Or around, not instead, around this issue? Is it a fear or limiting belief blocking your shoulds? So perhaps you don't feel in alignment with it because it's actually coming from a limiting belief around it. Perhaps there's something in your gut that just says no. Or perhaps there's something in your gut that just says yes, a wholehearted yes. You can use your body as a guide inside your business and your heart and your feelings. And when you have those feelings of excitement and buzzing and all of that stuff, it just begins to make more sense when you tune in to these components. So, this is part of the process that I take my clients through when I'm working with them. We get them rooted in the foundation of who they are. And then we begin to build up their strength and confidence. And then as we go sort of, if you want to look at it as an image, as we go up the tree, the next phase is working with listening to your body. There are many modalities actually out there that use muscle testing as a way of determining if something is right for you. You can use muscle testing. We also in our household like to use a pendulum, which is just the like something swinging. And if it's going one way, it's one answer. If it's going another way, it's another. So that can be a whole nother thing to come into your um, piece for this, but there are different ways you can tap into your body. Sometimes, if you're standing and you can feel the subtle energies of your body. So, if you ask yourself a yes or no question, should I do this in my business? And your body tips forward ever so slightly, then it's a yes to follow that, to do that. But if it stays stagnant, and a lot of the times when I'm doing my sessions, you might not actually even see because I'm using my hands down below, but I am using a form of muscle testing in order to determine where we need to go next. So when I tap into your frequency, into your vibration, your energy, I am actually communicating with your energy. And I use the form of muscle testing to determine what needs to be taken next, what needs to be done next. And that is how I'm guided inside each session. So that's a little fun fact. I actually don't think I've said that before. Um, so we might have to do like a little bit about that another time. But in those moments where you begin to question what it is that you're doing or what you need to do next. Take a moment, connect to your breath, connect to your energy, your body, and your heart, and you will always be given the right answer for what you need next. And it won't steer you wrong. I promise you that. So, as always, if you have any questions regarding any of that, um, a little perhaps maybe a little bit deeper into how you can connect to your heart, I would be happy to answer any questions regarding that, or anything that comes up. I love chatting with you guys about this kind of stuff. And we will see you next week on the podcast, you guys. I am so excited for this, and I can't wait to see you next week. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. I think I've said that like 3 times. Thank you so much for watching. If you loved this episode, will you do me a favor and help spread the love? Go ahead and like this video. Leave me a comment telling me what your biggest, juiciest nugget was from this episode. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your alerts so you can stay up to date with all the things here. I've got some super fun things coming down the pipe for you, and you won't want to miss it. Have an amazing day, beautiful, and we will catch you next week.